So I got the 350 spring on, and I don't know if it's a little soft. I assume it's definitely too soft, but it still pedals reasonably efficient. I just did a little section here with the compression more in the mid, and it just wasn't working. It's just over damped. So I backed the high speed all the way off, compress, and I've got the low speed at 3 clicks in, so more or less the same as what I had with the 400 spring, and I've just altered the rebound stroke a little bit. Another thing to note is I've got 1 turn of preload on this spring. I'd prefer 2 to just get a little stronger, but I go to 2 turns of preload on this shock and it tops out like rather aggressively, which may mean there's air in the damper, or maybe they're just not, this shock isn't great with any sort of preload wound up on it. So anyway, see how this sucker feels. I think it's going into holes a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, it's relatively calm now. It's way better than it was a minute ago. I think the fork still gets hung up on stuff. And I'd say that, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel balanced now. Maybe the fork, what did I do yesterday? Yeah, I'm already backed right off on the high speed. I'll give it a clicker high speed on the front and a clicker low speed. See how that feels? It'll probably make it worse. But it will make it more direct. Yeah, I think we're going a little soft on the back maybe, but it doesn't feel soft. It's just harsh, deeper in the travel now. So I reckon I'm going to go back to the 400 spring. So it's not taking the hits so deep in the travel. So when it's so deep in the travel to take hits, it rebounds out. It's got further to rebound out to come back to grab another hit. And then you're going all the way through that travel again on the next hit, which I guess maybe creates a bit of inertia. While I'm here changing this, I just want to show you one thing. This collar, this new designed collar with the detents in it, is absolute garbage. It's just so annoying and so hard to get this spring on and off. So there's only one little hole in there which you can get an Allen key in, but otherwise, see, that's moving freely, and then it'll hit a spot now where it gets stuck again. It is so annoying and so unnecessary. I've never had a shock come undone or unwound. I don't know why they're so obsessed with it, trying to change things just for the sake of changing things. So, and still, have a look at it. It's just ridiculous. Why does it need to be this hard? It absolutely doesn't. It's it's like they designed it and didn't test it. Oh, it's crazy. Especially if that shock was dirty, it'd be way worse. Anyway, rant over. So no spring on it. The old one, you just go and you're down to where you need. This one, oh, it's so rubbish. Fox, sort it out, for God's sake. What a disaster. Alright, back on the 400. Back to the settings we finished on last night, more or less. 3 from open on the low speed compression. Fully open on the high speed. See how it feels. Yep, it's better than the 350 for sure. plenty of pop off the back of things. Still feels a little maybe the front's a little stout for sure, so I could probably drop some pressure off the front. I'll just open the the high speed compression up for now. So I've just gone from full open rebound, high speed rebound, and then low speed rebound, altered to keep it in check so it's not topping out and not too fast or slow. And then it was super harsh in the bottom of hits, like it would hit something and just boom, super, yeah, not good. So I went down to halfway through the high speed rebound, and now I'm going to go 2 more clicks closed, which should render me, I think, 2 clicks out from fully closed. 1, 2, 3. 3 clicks out from fully closed. And I reckon it'll be better again. Ooh. Slow the low speed rebound down 2 more clicks, but I think it's just going to make things a bit choppy, but I'm just trying to calm it down a little bit. Yeah, it's just made it less responsive. It's a bit choppy, so it doesn't stay on top of things. So I'll open that rebound back up. Yeah, a little bit of low speed compression helped, and keeping that rebound open for sure. So I'm going to go another 2 clicks of low speed compression. More low speed compression. I've gone 2 more low speed compression on the fork as well, and then we'll see if this is a little bit much at the back. I'll open that low speed compression back up too, and I'll add a click of high speed for the overall strength of the stroke. This might make the rear end a little more direct. That felt pretty good, really. Still choppy, but it was more control. 2 more clicks of high speed compression, but I'll leave the low speed as it is for now. And I'm pretty sure this is just going to be stout. It already feels a bit stout. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is beating me up. I do not like that high speed compression. It's definitely over damped. So I've gone 2 tokens in the fork now, and a little softer off the top, just to see what that does for me. I'm looking for maybe a bit more strength out of the fork, but I don't necessarily think I need it. So I've just done a little lap with it like that, and it just feels like it falls into the holes a bit more. So we'll get a few more bumps under it and see how it feels. So I'm having to kind of pull the front end up a little bit more. It's good, like it's smooth, but I'm not sure if it's better with the 2 tokens and a little less pressure than the 1 token. Yeah, I'll have to get used to it, I think. That back end's still not compliant. but it's not terrible. Heaves the pedal platform still, super strong. I don't know if I'm going to get it much better, but I'm going to keep trying, that's for sure. Vámonos.
See you, man.
That's better. So I went back to 1 token in the fork. I've left the back end where it was, so which is good enough, but not great. So see if we can carry some speed and put a reasonable lap down. Woo! So I'm 1 token, 95 PSI in that fork. Oh, inside again, whoops. Oh well. Back end's still a little stout, but if I open it up on the compression it gets a bit wacky, and if I add compression it gets a bit wacky, it gets a bit more stout. So you can see I've got way more compliance than I had. Fairly good control. Just stuff like this is just whack, whack, whack. I'm struggling to get my hips over the back of the bike and turn it in corners like that. And that feels like it's just a little high still out the back. So I'd love a, it's not too bad through there. I'd love a 375 spring for sure. More control through there. That run will be on Strava. But we're pretty close. That's pretty close for sure.